We are DPL Season 5 Top League. Top 3 teams this year are going to be qualifying for MDL, and we take a look. It's a new series, our second to last series of the day. iG.V up against LGD. And a bit of a change from iG.V is they've now got Miracle on their team. And that S is, in fact, Cicada. And then LGD, of course, they've got their classic lineup that they've been rolling with for quite some time. And it's Ame, maybe no X-Nova, FY, and Chalice. So Chen, Rubik for LGD, then Sand King, Witch Doctor from the side of iG.V. A lot of lockdown for both these teams. And Potom, I know you were having a little bit of trouble getting in the lobby, and now you're finally in it. But I want to know your thoughts now that you've had a little time to kind of check out these two drafts so far.
We're gonna see a ton of fighting early on here. You have Sand King, Witch Doctor on one side, Chen Rubik on the other. Means you have lockdown in masses on both sides, together with a Chen aggressively ganking all around. Sand King with as the potential offlaner. The Tusk is still to be picked up. I'm gonna say Tusk here. Told you, Underlord is picked up. Close enough. But Underlord for the offlaner, that's even more potent, because you now have a laner that really doesn't depend on any support sticking around. Meaning meaning Sand King and Witcher can full-time just run around and reinforce lanes. On the other hand, LGD now picking up the Bad Rider. That's a direct counter to the Underlord, does insanely well against him on the lane. Also decent enough against the Witch Doctor and Sand King if you need if you want to commit that last to pull out one of the teamfight heroes early on. Together with Rubik Chen, there's just so much aggressiveness coming out with all of these 6 picks we see so far.
Yeah, which has kind of been the game plan from a lot of these teams, is just be aggressive, stay aggressive, be aggressive. And Phantom Lancer now picked up from iG.V. A pretty typical, I've seen Flyby play it in the past, but obviously Flyby no longer on the team. But a pretty typical pick from iG.V nonetheless. And with Miracle, it's going to be interesting to see if this Phantom Lancer maybe goes mid for Cicada.
I'm going to say he's going to go for that safe lane, because he's one of those heroes that can actually... he's one of those heroes that can go solo on the lane. There's only the potential Bad Rider, and he trades well against him. He's on the same spot as the Underlord. Sand King, Witch Doctor rotating around. PL is super fine alone if he gets a little bit ahead. Same with Underlord, so they're just gonna looking for a pretty risky mid, I would say. Could see a Storm Spirit coming out even with the lockdown of the Bad Rider. That wouldn't be too bad for them, especially with Tinker and Pugner banned out. Razor out of the pool as well, banned out by LGD Gaming. There's no Willow to potentially screw you over. There's no Naganet or Song to catch you off guard. I really like the Storm Spirit pick for iG.Vitality, and would give them that initiation they look for to counter out the Bad Rider.
Yeah, so last band's coming out. Monkey King, Bat Rider, Rubik, Chen. That is just, wow. To me, seems like they're not only going to have the vision from the Monkey King, but you get that blink on the Bat Rider, you're going to be able to really line up where you want to go with your initiation for LGD. And there's a decent amount here for Rubik to steal as well from iG.V that could work in their favor in terms of lockdown as well. With Cask, Burrow Strike, or, you know, even go as far to say the ultimates with Witch Doctor's ult and Sand King's ult just being so potent, and LGD having a chance to steal that and throw it back.
There's definitely no really bad spells you could steal unless it's like something like the Sandstorm. Even that has some usage. But LGD Gaming with the Monkey King, they have full fight as well. Same with IG here. So the last pick for LGD Gaming will probably be some sort of wave clear. In addition to against the Phantom Lancer, probably going to see the Monkey King going into that Battle Fury naturally as well, I would assume. And they just want to fight more and more. Bandit's going to stick on that offlane, probably. Not sure if they want to run the Monkey King in the mid lane. Looks more like a safe lane Monkey to me against the Underlord, because he wins the lane against them quite handily with the Jinky Mastery. Then we're looking at a potential 5th pick. It could be a Death Prophet coming in for LGD. They need somebody to cancel out the ultimates from Witch Doctor and Sand King. Somebody who can build new items like Yields, and it's a good amount of damage to be pushed out as well. Because when that Phantom Lancer comes online with the Diffusal Blade, if your Exorcism is already running, you should be relatively fine in the team fight and not get harassed by him that much.
Last ban's that
And the
storm,
storm
that you
actually-
were talking about.
Yeah, so no storm coming out. That's a really nice ban. I think they anticipated it, and they're gonna go with the OD instead. So now my question is it a DP for IG here?
Could it
They
be
could
Phantom
get
Lancer
away
mid?
with it.
Could they get away with that?
Against the D, yeah, that can work. They can shift it around a little bit. I could see something like picking up a Dragon Knight for their safe lane, PL in the mid lane. That could work. No, it's going to be the DP. Alright, close enough, I would say.
No, it was very nicely done.
I really like the LGD draft. We also have an Owl Rider with the most adorable cosmetic there is.
Debatable.
This owl is absolutely adorable. Don't say anything wrong here now.
If only it was delivering mail. It would be just that little bit. If it just had a little piece of mail in its town.
That would be
Harry
cool.
Potter flair. Right there.
Snow Owl, though.
Let's see.
The Manta Ray is nice as well, but the owl takes the crown.
Well, the Manta
Alright,
Ray
terms of lineup.
just reminds me
Who
of
do you think,
Finding
Alvin?
Nemo. I'm interested to see iG.V with Miracle. But I think I kind of like LGD's lineup as well as have a little bit more faith in their lineup. Their players more. So LGD, unlike Newbie and Vici, were not invited to the event. So they're still fighting. And I think that's important to note in some ways.
We're gonna have the mid lane OD up against the Death Prophet classic lineup. Sun King will be taking the roaming position with the Windlass up and running in July on the Underlord going for the offlane. So nothing all too fancy in terms of lanes. They did decide to put the Bad Rider up against the Underlord, which is a smart move, but really both Bad Rider and the Monkey King can both confidently lane against the Underlord. So they should have no problem winning at least one of these lanes, and with Jingle Mastery already leveled, they should be fine.
Yeah, that was one thing I was a little worried about, especially after we saw that performance from the Monkey King, where he didn't get the Jingo Mastery until very late. And X-Nova calling good game, but that's ally only, so that doesn't count.
These hero lines gonna haunt us forever, don't they?
Yeah, I think we talked about this yesterday. Just by the time they get to TI, a bunch of players are gonna have level 25 on their classic heroes, and they're just gonna have like those master lines, especially the sniper possibility. Ooh, telekinesis over top drops him down on in July. Nothing really coming out of this. Just a little bit of harassment, and I see FY has also got this weird cosmetic going on with his Rubik. I forget what that is. I remember always somebody has to tell me. It's an ethereal gem, and it's also signed by FY. That's awesome.
This stuff. Yeah, a little bit confusing to watch, though.
Yeah, I know somebody has it on the DK. Not on the DK, but
Yeah, you mentioned that yesterday.
yeah.
Oh, I like this rotation from in July. They put the Underlord bottom, they immediately put the PL up top against the Bad Rider, which is going to have a super comfortable lane for him, and they also do it by foot, so no TPing around means they can still go for the rotation.
Cask as well as the Burrow Strike comes out on a Chalice, forced back with this Spirit Lens from Miracle. I'm really just watching Miracle with a magnifying glass because iG.V was a team that looked very strong last year, and they've severely fallen off. They're now without Flyby. They've chosen to go with their new carry, Miracle, and I really wonder how he can put this team back to its former place because they were a solid team. These are heroes, or these are players on the side of iG.V that have a reputation, at least in my mind, to make big plays. Dogfights is always a great 4 to watch. He had really, to me, comparatively been as good as Baboka at times as over top. Take a look as the Burrow Strike comes out onto Chalice once again. But, you know, you take a look at the rest of the team as well as in July, one of those staple offlaners in the Chinese scene, and then as well as Super on the 5, and even Sakata just... All these guys have recognizable names, and it would be nice to see iG.V finally get back to form.
Yeah, I must say, with the recent changes in the meta, Chinese Dota kind of get a little bit cut off hand, just because they like to go for that rational, slow, calculated pushing power with the BKB timings, with the a little bit prolonged games at times, and in the meta where you can pretty much explode at any moment with the heroes. It feels like they got a little bit nerfed, you could say. But they're trying to adjust, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see some amazing plays still, especially when those changes hit. Which is hopefully going to be soon.
Yeah, could you imagine we just get a patch in between one of the games coming up?
Oh no. I will just hope that the players get a little bit of a break then, just so they can adjust, so it's fair.
Yeah.
They choose to go to put Armid top again, so now they TP.
Burrow Strike comes out over bottom on a Chalice, and he's in a lot of trouble. I think the Maledict is enough. Miracle actually gets the kill on the Phantom Lancer, so first blood goes the way of iG.V. And it is first blood for Miracle on this Phantom Lancer, so right away looking good. And has that first kill for the side of iG.Vitality. Meanwhile, over mid Sakata, it will be dropped by Maybe, as he does get the kill. So,
it's really good in reinforcing your AD in the mid lane that early. In July is top now again against Army, so they keep the rotation up and running, and so far this still benefits LGD, I must say.
Super actually with the Primal Spring from Ame. Ame level 4. Cast comes through as well as the Firestorm. They bring over X-Nova, and they've got the Balance Strike. That'll kill off the Witch Doctor. Body Blocks coming out from FY as well as the Telekinesis. He'll throw him back and Body Block even more. LGD looking really strong early on, and they'll be able to get the kill on In July. They take out both these heroes over in the top lane. Ame, wow, level 4 already, and just cleaning up with the help of the Chen as well as this Rubik.
Yeah, those constant rotations, LGD get the better out of this. Underlord is still struggling to find his level 3, and he's not good against the Monkey King. Same as with the PL, he's sitting on 4 himself, due to the fact he was a little bit alone at the bottom lane with Bad Rider not having the best of lanes. But I feel like they're winning this rotation, especially with the kill.
They do get the kill over on maybe mid. Now they look over for FY. Could be 2 kills coming out for iG.V. Maledict on FY, but now Chalice comes over the Burrow Strike on the way back, and that'll stop Bat Rider in his tracks, keep him alive, and they only get 1, but it is a big 1 kill for him, as it is the OD. But now over top in July, he's going to be rooted by X-Nova. The body blocks are decent, not amazing, but with the Balance Strike into the Primal Spring, they should have this kill. And Ame with another one, now level 5, 2-0-1 for this Monkey King early on LGD. Looking really nice, but as I say, that dogfight's Burrow Strike on FY, they'll get one of their own. And this is... It started a little bit slow for the first couple of minutes, but now we pass like minute 3.5. And
yeah, it was all about reaching those key levels. They now have some levels on the Chen. He starts his rotations with level 3. He has 2 great creeps to come out of this. Same with the Witch Doctor hitting that Melodic level 2, which is such a big factor because it gives you just so much more damage. It practically doubles your output. I must say, laning-wise, it's still looking pretty good for the PL at bottom. America actually farming like a madman, keeping ahead of the Monkey King, and that is only with 1 kill on his board to the 2 of the Monkey King and the assist. So he's lasting a little bit better, and actually, aside to, yeah, he has the solo lane. He's level 6 as well. So he's gonna come off better off of this lane.
And Miracle, from what I recall, you know, watching him play previously, he is one of those players that really does a great job at securing his farm. And other players that remind me of that is like Team Spirit when they were Illidan and ILTW and DK Phobos were on the same team, but now ILTW no longer on Team Spirit, but DK Phobos is one of those guys who always secures his farm, no matter how his lane goes. And Phantom Lancer, a little bit of trouble early, didn't die, but he got that first kill and ends up really with some nice farm. Over mid, Sakata taken out, maybe FY as well as X-Nova, they all come in to get the kill on the Death Prophet, which is starting to become a problem because Death Prophet only dying once, but this lane has not been going all amazing the entire time.
I must say, really good timing coming out for LGD, getting the rotation on the Death Prophet. We saw dogfights as well as Super with the Invisible Witch Doctor, just getting better off of this rotation. Like, they try to rotate in from the back, but unfortunately they get cut short by the gank in mid, and now they kind of waste time, and they go for an over here.
They should be able to get this kill. Burrow Strike, and that's during the ensnare, they'll get the kill. So Super, with the Maledict Burrow Strike cask, they are able to get themselves one, secure the kill. They might even go for maybe. He's out a little bit too far, knowing that Super as well as Dogfights were just in the area. So Astro Imprisonment keeps him safe for now, but the Exorcism as well as the Spirit Siphon is quite a bit to handle. Ooh, Pendant's out onto Cicada, but it's not enough to keep maybe alive. There's the Burrow Strike. Dogfights gets the kill, and this is going decently well for iG.V, but ooh, over bottom, Miracle goes down to Ame, who's made his way over. He's level 8. Holy hell.
Yeah, he's farming phenomenally well. With Chalice on the first let's see of the game, together with the Rubik setup, nice and easy kill on the Phantom Lance. And he's now again having a little bit more trouble. He is going for that Diffusal Blade, which will help him out inevitably against DoD and the likes of Chen, so he can go for the solo kills. But Armor hasn't decided on his item yet, and he has the highest net worth. So we're gonna see where he's going for.
Maybe Battle Fury comes out for Ame.
I was thinking about it earlier, and it actually gives you that wave clear against the PL, and they don't have that traditional late game carry other than the OD. So it might be worth a pickup, but not sure where he wants to go for.
If he does pick up the Battle Fury, somebody just message Tsunami and say it's still happening.
Battle Fury, every hero.
Yeah. It's
coming to a pub nearby.
Yeah,
Sand
seriously.
King.
At some points during Galaxy Battles, we were just like, who is the most obscure hero to get Battle Fury? Like, what's going to come next? Because everybody was picking up Battle Fury. And
mark my words, Sand King, safe lane Battle Fury. Deal with it.
We were thinking maybe Leshrac, but ooh, it's Doppelganger to avoid that Primal Spring. We were just coming up with the most ridiculous ones. Like, Leshrac would be so ridiculous because it wouldn't make sense.
It's gonna be a farm race between the Monkey King and Miracle on the PL. PL tends to scale a little better if he is on par, but it's a Monkey King, and guess what? He's going Battle Fury.
Alright. Message.
Alright, fair enough.
Message Tsunami.
We can see it work here, but in July.
Oh, there's the Primal Spring. Pit of Malice. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Wow! Okay.
Level 3 Boundless Strike with the level 2 Jingle Mastery, and just so much damage with Penitence. There's nothing you can do about it. Also the Middle of Courage, they just have so much killing potential for the likes of Underlord.
Cask bouncing around. Chalice able to make it into the trees. Maledict very late. Miracle not able to get the kill, and the Phantom Lancer is kind of keeping up, but not keeping up enough. And now with the lasso, Chalice trying to get the kill on his Super, and that tower will clean him up. And TPing away.
That was such a cheeky solo kill.
But ooh, LGD really starting to corral iG.V in this mid lane. They actually might look for dogfights, as Ame was harassing him just a moment ago. Cicada is here and has Exorcism, just barely has the mana. So you're committing Exorcism and nothing else. There's the Primal Spring. Dogfight's in a little bit of trouble as the Burrow Strike comes through. The Balance Strike, that's going to be one. They look for more. Spirit Siphon, I don't think that's going to do nearly as much as you think, Cicada, but with you able to walk away, you'll stay alive for now, and as I say that, he gets taken out. But you take a look at the top end of this fight. FY trying to run himself off. There's the Spirit Lance coming through from Miracle, and they will get at least one on the side of iG.V, but they lose the Death Prophet as well as Dogfights on the Sand King.
Oh, what a snipe. That was so well done. He sees him dewarding and just snipes him at the end on the Witch Doctor.
Sad I missed that. Very sad.
Super patient, not TPing out earlier and using the division advantage. They're gonna lose the ward on the high ground, but there's another one still sitting in the mid lane for them, so some division coming in, but extremely well done. Just getting an extra kill, even with triple in the end.
So, Phantom Lancer behind about 800 gold, but my question is, who does more with their early farm? Ame looking to maybe answer that question for me. But who does more with that early farm? Is it Miracle or is it Ame? Because Ame, we've seen him, he's already 7-0-1. But at the same time, you get that Diffusal Blade on Phantomancer, I feel like the opportunities all of a sudden really open up.
I must really say Army should be fine with the Battle Fury. Even if he loses all his mana in those early fights, you still have the Jingu Mastery. That does not depend on mana. So what you usually do is you Primal Spring in, you use your Boundless Strike. If you're lucky, you get the Wukong's command off, which was actually only Burst Strike to really interrupt him, unless there's a Lucky Sound from a Death Prophet. So
Blink Lasso, that's going to come through onto the Sand King. Dogfights, 3-man Burrow Strike, but he's still dead nonetheless. And
claim a tower here as well. It's an Exorcism still up and running. It's level 1 so they might want to keep pushing towards the 2/2 tower.
They're actually thinking about wrapping around. That's what that line just was, but I guess they're not going to go that direction.
Time to move.
If a hasted courier running bottom, help.
And Monkey King looking like he's going to get this Battle Fury around the same time Phantomancer finishes off this Diffusal Blade. So those first couple of items will come in at the same time for both Miracle as well as Ame. And then from there, we'll really see where it goes, because I think LGD are going to be in a nice spot. They've got 7 kills here on the Monkey King already. Battle Fury with him moving around so much. Level 12 in just a moment. It just seems like Ame's not slowing down for anything.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna go absolutely out of control in this game, and I must say, it's looking pretty grim for iG.Vitality. Yes, there's a PL, they have the Death Prophet, but what do you do if your Monkey King just pretty much kills your entire lineup after the Burst Strike?
Maybe Cass gets hit on him. There's the Burrow Strike. Ulti from Super. Astral Imprisonment. Ulti still going from Super for a couple seconds longer. With the Maledict, Hand of God comes out. Sanity's Eclipse to kill off Miracle. They get that kill, and the Burrow Strike finally hits with the Exorcism coming through. They actually don't end up killing off the OG. It was sent back by the Chen. Wukong's command. There goes 1. There goes 2. Ame out of control. Dark Rift, you better hope you can survive 6 seconds. Burrow Strike stolen from FY. That's going to stun up in July, and the damage is there from LGD to clean up 4 of these heroes.
Was so well on keeping the OD alive in the fight early on, sniping the PL, and then Arvid just TPing in over on the shrine over here, gets the perfect jump in the trees. Just cutting off their retreat. That was so well executed, and suddenly they have a 5k lead. I tell you, they're gonna explode. I'm fairly sure this Monkey King is gonna win them the game.
Ooh, Lasso comes out. I clicked to the wrong part on the map, but I get right back in there. Miracle in a lot of trouble. Primal Spring in just a moment. They don't even need it. They'll get the kill onto this PL once again. Ame will clean up Super with that 3-shot. That 1, 2, 3.
What Super? I didn't see any Super here.
He's just a pool of blood now.
In July has to run as well, and they won't stop here. He might even find him. Oh,
yeah.
The blind jump.
Ame's found him. There's the Pit of Malice. Boundless Strike keeps him close enough for long enough, and that's going to be another kill for LGD. This is all the... It's the Ame show, baby.
3 kills only with the GD rune. That's in 45 seconds. He just gains 3 kills by literally just walking up to somebody and hitting them twice and killing them. He's going for the Yasha next. Is this an SNY? I think this is a... No, this is only the Yasha for now, but he's probably going to go for the SNY next, so he has an additional slow against the PL. Gives him nice stats as well, so he doesn't rely on his mana pool at all. You still have to see that Blink Dagger. It's going to come out for the fights on the Sand King. I think that iG.Vitality, they have a good amount. They have potential to actually turn a fight around once that Epicenter comes online. They also have an Underlord and a Witch Doctor, so the potential Wombo combo is there, but what do you do if there's a Monkey King just disabling you or killing your supports off before the fight even happens?
I mean, I talked about how I thought the Diffusal and the Battle Fury were going to come out at the same time, or around the same time. Miracle's still looking for that Diffusal Blade, while all of a sudden Ame, he's almost got himself a Yasha as well as that Battle Fury, so it's really become a problem. Primal Spring, this should be another kill. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's FY who ends up killing off Dogfights, but Ame involved again. He's 10 and 6, 16 out of the 20. That is just insane. And it's him being involved in 80% of the kills for LGD thus far.
I like this Roach Blade. Play right under their noses. They might see the ghosts actually.
Might be able to get the blink in from
Andreas
Chalice. Firefly, there's the blink in right in the middle. They've got the lasso. Now the Dark Rift. They're trying to get this Roche and maybe bail, but down goes the Underlord. They'll get the Aegis, and it's snatched up by Miracle, but he's immediately killed off. FY quite low. He'll end up hitting the deck, but LGD is in here, and they might look for more. They find the Witch Doctor. They find themselves this Death Prophet. So 3 dead on the side of iG.Vitality, with Miracle trying to run away, as well as Dogfights maybe trying to close the gap, but he's already used that Force Staff, and with the Doppelganger, Phantom Lancer will be able to retreat successfully.
It's just, it was a really nice idea going for the sneak rush, but Bad Rhino was just there in time. Just delaying the inevitable, and almost TP'd out without the Aegis as well. And they got the last hit. It was a snatched Aegis. It's like super worth for LGD.
Sakata coming in. They've got the Yules onto the OD. We'll see if they have the damage. There's the Esper Imprisonment. 3-man balance strike from Ame. He's starting to hit away. The Jingle Master, he's finally procced. He'll get the kill on the Super. Now he looks over at In-July with the Epicenter coming through from Dogfights. It does absolutely nothing. And Ame, he's looking for more. They'll take out 3. They'll look for 4. Sakata trying to run away with the Flame Breaks, as well as the Spirit Siphon coming through. But now he is gone, and In-July is the last one alive, but not for long. And that is it. Ame gets the kill. The whole team is dead, and LGD take game 1. And Ame ends the game 15-0-9.
The Ame show.
It's the Ame show. The Ame show. The Ame show. Woo, woo. Sorry, I came up with a
think that was some weird reference I did not catch.
No, it wasn't a reference. I literally just, I have so much anxiety and all these thoughts running through my head that after I said Ame show the first time, I was just trying to come up with a song in my head for Ame. And that was it. Just the Ame show. It's the Ame show. It's the Ame show. And that was it. There was no tone or anything to it. It was just this really crappy song that made it awkward between the two of us.
Yeah, a little. But I must say, that was 15-0 on Ame. Just
15-0-9. LGD take that game so fast. Ame, absolutely amazing. Doesn't end up dying. 663 GPM, 694 in the XP per minute. iG.Vitality, is there anything they could take away from this game that looked good?
Well, have an answer to the Monkey King, I would say. I think there was pretty much nothing they could prevent, and they lost the early game gangs with the Chen and the Rubik rotating around. The Witch Doctor plus the Sand King were like pretty much a non-factor. They managed to kill the Chen in the jungle once, and that's pretty much all they accomplished on a roaming position.
Yeah, so iG.Vitality desperately need to go back to the drawing boards, and we'll be back with that in just a moment. LGD up 1-0 over iG.V in this set of 2 group stage round robin for DPL Season 5 top. I'm your caster BCop, joined here by Bottom of the Moon on Twitter. I am at BCop92, and he is at Bottom of the _Moon. We'll be back with the next game in just a moment. Stay right there. Thank you very much for watching.